Hey everybody, KC here. So the convergence of both improved technology and a labor shortage has sort of led to what I suppose was inevitable, which is robots that increasingly can perform human tasks in the workplace. But there's a story from Reuters that I paid attention to the other day that says that there are a lot of companies, this is absolutely true, there's a lot of companies out there that cannot afford robot technology. And so Silicon Valley, or to put it more accurately, the money behind Silicon Valley, they've come up with a solution. Rent a robot. Go figure. According to the story, venture capitalists are, quote, backing a new financial model. Lease robots, where they can install and maintain them, charge factories by the hour or the month, and cut the risk and the initial costs. The lease model puts much of the financial burden on the robot startups, which then carry the risk of a manufacturer losing a contract or changing a product. But it works for the small businesses. And what this really reflects, the Reuters story says, is a greater consciousness that the tech business has to do a better job of connecting with small businesses that have fewer resources, that are not able to have sort of the grand vision that a lot of big companies have. They have a more granular set of needs that sometimes are not addressed by the big companies. Now, I have a couple of concerns about this. Number one, if it works, it's not like the robots are going to go away if suddenly the labor shortage goes away. Those jobs may be gone permanently. And that's something I think that as a culture we have to think about. If I were thinking about getting back into the workplace, let's say, if I had not had a job for a while, I'd be thinking about this seriously. I don't want to get to the point where a robot has taken over my job and I can't get it back. But the bigger concern I would have is, at what point is California going to pass a law that's going to protect the rights of gig economy robots? It's got to happen, right? At this point, robots can work 24 hours a day. They don't need a break. But at some point, somebody's going to suggest a law, probably in California, that's going to say robots have to get oil breaks and they have to have time to just sit and relax with other robots. Of course, we know if they do that, they're not just going to be talking about the time of the day and the weather. They're actually going to be plotting the robot revolution. That's something that should concern us all. Anyway, listen, it starts with rent a robot, and pretty soon we're working for our robot overlords. I think we have to be careful. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.